Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1962 Erika Model 10 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Eastern Germany with excellent German engineering. And this one has a Hebrew keyboard and the carriage that goes from right to left versus your typical left to right. So very unique and rare. Up top is the paper support arm that flips up from the back, and it does have a button that kind of springs it up and it extends a little bit. And the margins are located behind the carriage. Right now they're on the edge, but you can just move them like that. I'm just going to keep them on the edges. And the carriage, let's load the page first. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers and a scale. Holds the page down nice and tight. And you push the carriage to the left to get started. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, and the line space is the opposite as well. It goes from right to left. Skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, so single skips 2 half spaces. When you have it on the 2, it skips 3 half spaces, and when you have it on the 3, it skips 4 half spaces. We're going to keep that on single, which is 2 half spaces, and finish typing. I do not know where I left off because I don't know what these keys mean. I'm just going to start here. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I don't know how to type a sentence on this. I usually type a sentence with on red, so I'm just going to switch the color selector to red, which prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle on the white indicator, it prints no ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that up for red. And I'm just going to type like I normally type a sentence, even though I don't know what these keys mean. Very nice. Very high quality machine. Very rare layout. I'm not sure if this is pica or print looks really good. The red is a little bleedy. I tried to fix it and that's as good as I can get it. So if you love red ink, then this is probably not the typewriter for you. Although it does work, just not perfect. Let me see if I can measure that while I'm here so we can know exactly. So that's 1 inch, and that gives us 10 characters per inch pica typeface. It's just your typical for readability. That's usually the go-to for readability, and the other option is usually 12, which is a little bit smaller. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that forward. It unlocks the rollers underneath the plat and allows you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to flip this down for now. Put the color back on black. Got a backspace on the right side, very smooth. Here's your shifts. Shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. This button has the keys going to each direction is the margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, which is on the left side, it blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release. It does allow you to type past that all the way to the end. Very good. Backspace, we already did that. This key here is the detanglement key. So if you have two keys at the same time on accident, so if you type the keys too fast, sometimes they bunch up like that, and this will pull it down. They're not too stuck. Anyway, that will pull it down. So it's a key down button lever. They have these on some of the Smith Corona Galaxies. So this is the first time I've ever seen it on a different typewriter, but I haven't had many Ericas. Typically Ericas that will have a non-English keyboard or like a bilingual keyboard. So I don't have too many of those. I don't get them that much. All right. What else do we have on the keyboard? We're just going to open the hood for now. So this hood opens from a lever on the right side of the machine. You flip that forward like that and it allows you to unlock this and open it. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. It's actually pulling to the left right now. But if you want to switch direction manually, you just flip the switch to the side that you want it to go to, and it'll pull to that side. And that's meant to catch the eyelet at the end of the ribbon, which is a little metal piece, and swap it back to the direction it needs to go to. And then put brand new felt matting along the entire typewriter, so it's got brand new felting on it. Touch control on the right side, right now it's all the way on the minus sign. Um, if you move it to the plus sign, that just increases the tension when you hit the keys. So you do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster. The lower you go, the less tension there is. And these levers right next to the spools, this will unlock it from the case. So if you can't figure out how to get this out of your case, you just hold both of these down and pull it up like that. On the right side of the machine is the carriage lock. So that you can see this little lever right here, it just holds that up, so when you move the carriage to the middle, it'll just lock it right there like that. And to unlock it, you just move it to the front. Not really all that effective, but none of these really are. I don't really love the carriage locks, especially when you're shipping these, because it bends them out of shape a lot. So I shrink wrap everything and tie the carriage release, and that does the trick. Carriage release on both sides is up here on the top side. This is your, if you move that back, that's your line space retainer. It disables the line space retainer, so when you turn the knob, you can get to an exact spot on the page. Flip it forward, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. Same concept. If you pull the knob out like that, disables the spacing. Push it in, you get the clicks. Just want to make sure you're careful when you do that, because you will lose your line. This is just for getting in between the lines. I believe that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.